To dive right in, I was wondering whether you could tell us what the Wildcats are up to this third season.
Ooh. The Wildcats are up to a summer of fun and drama and sleepaway camp shenanigans this season.
You have a special guest at your summer camp this season. So, how did you react when you found out who would be there?
I reacted just like we react on the show, just like screaming and couldn't contain myself. Just because when you have an OG that's coming onto the your show, it's kind of like exciting and special. So I was crazy excited.
Back, how influential were the original High School Musical movies for you guys?
Mm. Well, I mean, it was one of the first movies I ever saw as a child. It was the first musical I ever did. So it's definitely had a big impact on my life. And I think it's really cool to sort of bring that heart and spirit and energy into this new series, even though it's, a different universe completely and it's a different world, but it has that essence, it still has that youthful sort of romantic theater kid heart to it. And I think that's stuck with me for sure. But I also really love how Troy didn't have to pick what he did, and he kind of could just do whatever he wanted. And I think that was a big eye opener for me as a kid who didn't feel like I fit one mold. Seeing, Troy Bolton, if he can do basketball and theater, then I can do anything. So I would say it definitely had a big impact on me.
Yeah, I could agree. It had a pretty big impact on me as well. In the same sense, like Josh just said, I actually played basketball and was in theater, and so it was very nice to get to see. Oh yeah, I can do both, and it's just like going to be okay and normal, and people aren't going to make fun of you on the basketball team for for doing both. So
Right.
it was very influential, and it was my first musical I ever saw, and up until that point, I had no interest in musicals. I had no interest in music. I had, nothing like that. So it definitely kind of sparked that interest for me a lot. And, now here we are.
So, what were your experiences with summer camps as theater kids?
Oh boy. Well, let me tell you. No, I mean, it was pretty spot on. I mean, I used to do a theater camp summer thing, and that was my only summer camp at all. And it's the same thing. It's the same. Everyone's singing a different song at all times, all over the place. It is like people are making up stuff all the time. We're having fun doing games. I don't want to spoil anything, but I guess it's out now that it's on clip. It shows how everyone goes into teams and they're fighting against each other through musical battles and whatnot. Absolutely accurate. I can testify that is exactly how it happens at theater summer camp. But yeah, it was really cool to relive that as an adult. Kind of felt like adult summer camp. It was great.
But you are spending your summer not in a camp, Julia, but on Broadway with Into the Woods. How was your debut?
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It was incredible. It was last night, so I'm still up in the clouds dreaming about it. It was absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for asking. It's been such a dream come true.
And you're premiering this season the musical adaptation of Frozen within the summer camp. Is there any other Disney movie you'd like to adapt if you would given the chance?
Oh, that's a good question. I think our cast would be really fun doing Peter Pan. I think that'd be super cool. And Frankie would be an amazing Peter, just to make that out there. Yeah.
I think I'd go for Tinkerbell before Peter.
Okay, work. Yeah. That too, of course.
So when I kind of have always said it'd be cool if we did Into the Woods, just because it's like kind of Disney now. But I feel like now that's too meta. So I don't know, maybe something like cool and different, like Hercules or something. I mean, I don't know.